Good morning, everyone. It's Krista here from the Twins Healing Magic and Beyond, and I am braving the great outdoors here. I'm out at my mom and dad's farm, and I have found a very nice little protected area to come and meet you guys in because it is just gorgeous out, but that wind, she's wild and crazy. So I'm just going to give you guys a minute here to join me. See if I can see us on here. Oh, I see a couple people have joined. Good morning, good morning. I am out here on this crazy, beautiful day. June 3rd has a nice ring to it. And I've just had a whole lot of clarity over the last couple of days here. I've really resisted a lot in my life in the last couple of days. And as you know, some of you may know, some of you may not know, a lot of the stuff that Karen and I talk about here are all about tools that we've learned in Access Consciousness, which is all about becoming more aware, more conscious, choosing out of conscious choices and gaining some awareness from it and choosing again. And it's really all about just pushing down those barriers, pushing past the points of views that we've had, the beliefs that we've had that we've believed to be real and true forever and ever, amen. Not knowing that we had another choice, not knowing that we could just choose because we just wanted to choose and for no other reason. And so, we've headed into yet another month of the coronavirus, and stuff is starting to open back up again. But for me, I work at a hospital, and our ER has been shut down for a little while here, and so it's been really quiet. We've had no acute admissions. We have had no emergency services. We have long-term care. And so for me, that gives me a lot of free time. And I'm not busy at work like I was. So we've been busy cleaning and reorganizing and doing all these things. And I've been really, really angry about that, really feeling like my skills are being wasted and I'm not serving any purpose. I'm not, I could be doing all these things that I'm not doing because I have to be here. I have no choice. And, at the end of Monday, I got home and I was just angry, just so super angry. And I tried yesterday to just have a different point of view about it, to become aware that was just my point of view, but I just didn't really kind of want to let go of it quite yet. So I held on to it yesterday too and just had this rage inside of me. And when I got home from work last night, I realized that I had been choosing it. And I really started to think about the coronavirus and and how everyone's parts that are being played in it, all the people I've been angry at, really, really angry at some of the decisions that have been made, some of the last minute decisions that are being made and not having any warning, nobody really preparing anyone for this like it was someone's fault because we knew what to do because we've been in a pandemic before. And so it really made me think about perspectives and realities. And just as an example, if you look at any building and you had a bunch of people standing all around the building, I could see what I see from my point of view, from my angle, and the person standing around the corner can see that that side of the building is very different from this side of the building that I'm on. And so no matter what I try to do to convince that person over there, they're not going to see it because that's not their reality. And that's not wrong. And that's not right. That's just my point of view compared to their point of view. And we're all doing the best that we can with all of the coronavirus stuff that's going on, and the people that are making the decisions to open things, to close things down, to put rules in place. they're just doing the best that they can. And I never really, like, I was just pointing so many fingers for so long and just so mad. And like, I really had to step down and look at it from the point of view of someone else, like what the decisions they have to make and the responsibilities that come with the unknown. Like, they don't know. They're doing the best they can with all the numbers they have and all the information they have, but they're just like you and I. And they don't know what the outcome's going to be, but they have to weigh the risks and the benefits and choose what they choose. And it's not right or wrong. And we're not right or wrong. I'm not right or wrong, you know, like, and it's not about going into a wrongness of where maybe you've been functioning from, but it is like just to get an awareness of where other people are functioning from with what they have from their side of the building, the color the building is that they can see, you know, like what is happening on that side and all the people that are around them in their lives, and all the points of views that are being thrown their way, and them just doing the best they can with all of that information, and same with us. And so it really humbled me and made me step down and be in allowance of myself and of everybody else. And it really made me stop pointing fingers. Am I gonna point fingers at times? Probably. And that's okay too, as long as I'm aware of that, right? And so, sorry, I just want to come on here. Okay, I am missing messages. Beautiful day out. Yes, it is. Good morning, Louie. So beautiful out. I figured I was missing comments. So, yeah, we are really just functioning from a whole bunch of different realities, a whole bunch of beliefs, a whole bunch of points of views. None of it is real or true. None of it is right or wrong. And none of us are victims. I have been playing such a victim the last 2 days. Like, these things are happening to me. They're happening to me. And I can't change anything from the point of view that things are happening to me. I need to see that I'm the one that's creating it, that I'm the one that has choice. And so with everything opening up again, like, we are just so much more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. We are grand and glorious creators. And I just want to bring this awareness to everyone, because I know there's lots of fear around stuff opening up, and a lot of people have the point of view that we're going to get this surge in the number of COVID. And so that's what we're preparing for in healthcare and in many other areas of life. People are preparing for this possible surge. And I just want to point out, though, how powerful our thoughts are, that we are actually can create this surge because we believe that it is going to take place. So I just want us to all be really mindful of where our thoughts are. And you know what? Like, if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen as well. Good morning, Kara. Thanks for sharing. So we're giving the coronavirus incredible amounts of power. We are playing victims to the coronavirus. I have been playing a victim to the coronavirus with work, that I have no choice, that this is just the way it is. So I really started to think about that when I got home. And as I started to fall deeper down the rabbit hole and start looking at what this was all bringing up, like, it just got me into the next set of awareness of going back into me being a nurse and how I've fought that from day one, being a nursing student. I have fought that that's what I felt like that's not what I wanted to do, but that I had to do it because I got started with it. So it had to be so for the rest of my life, forever and ever, amen. And then I was like, oh, why do I think that? Like, what is all of this? And it really, like, expanded out beyond that into every other part of my life, my finances, like, all the points of views I have about my finances, and that because they are my point of view, they are my reality. They have become so. And so, like, like with nursing, I'm like, I couldn't do anything else because this is like a steady income, and, like, I have really good benefits. My future is set for me. I have a good retirement plan. And if I was to choose against that, then I'm just going to be this elderly person living in poverty. Like, all these points of views and all of these fixed beliefs that I don't even know where they came from. And so none of us are victims, but as long as we keep playing the victim, as long as we think things are happening to us, that corona is happening to us, we are going to have our blinders on. We are going to be looking through one set of eyes, and we will not see any of the possibilities that are around us. Like, I really was thinking about my work situation, and I was like, truly, what is this? And I wasn't looking for an answer, and I'm still not looking for an answer, but I realized that it is so much bigger than what is going on. Like, we drew this in. And I wrote a few notes last night when I got home from work, and I actually, part of me wishes that I would have gone on and got live last night, because I was just like, I was so sick of where I was at. I was so done. I was so tired with what I've been doing to myself, playing the victim, that I just, like, I actually was looking at myself in the mirror and just had this full-on conversation. And part of me wishes that I could have got it on camera. But I didn't. But I did. I just wrote a few notes down. So I just wanted to read my epiphany from last night. So I wrote, we have been asking for this coronavirus. We have been asking for this as a whole, as a worldwide whole. And it has showed up how we did not expect. Nobody saw a pandemic coming. Well, maybe there's people out there that saw it coming, but I certainly did not see that it was coming this way. And it's massive. Like, it is absolutely massive. So I realized that what could have taken another 20 years of pissing around and letting something eat me up and consume me has come now. It has come now, in full-fledged force of now, as this thing that has gotten all of our attention now, worldwide. And can't we all see it? It's time to get her done. It's time to get her done. We've been asking for it, so we all must ask, what is this? What is this? Because if we're sitting there and we're fighting what's happening, you've not been able to work, you've had to work from home, and everything has been flipped upside down. Whatever may have come about, like your kids are at home all the time and you're fighting all the time and it's not the way it's supposed to be, and we're all in this conclusion land with no other way. It's just another prison of a world just over here from a different angle, from a different viewpoint. Like, we've just moved over a little bit. Now we're like in another distraction of life, but we're still not looking at the bigger picture. We're not asking any questions. We're not asking any questions. What is this for you? What is this for me? Like, what is this energy? And I'm not looking for an answer, but I'm asking the universe to show me what this is that I have been asking for, and that you have been asking for, and that everybody's been asking for. What is it to each and every one of us? What is this? And you know what? Corona is all of our fucking desires, waiting for us to choose them. All of what we have been asking for, waiting for us to choose them, showing up, and it's big, and it's epic, and it's powerful, and we are powerful, and we asked for it. We asked for it. So when is now a good time? Like, truly, when is now a good time to start to look at what's going on, to see what lies, what stories we've been telling ourselves? When is now a good time to take our blinders off? Today? Nah, that's too scary. Too scary. Today's not the day. I'm going to put this off for another day. Well, how about next week? How about a year from now? How about 5 years from now? How about 10 years from now? Will that be when the time is right? How about never? Never is not an option in my life. So what is it all worth to you? Are you ready to choose for you? Because to tell you the truth, I am. I'm really done with this. And I'm actually really, really fucking bored with it all. And it's time to choose something more fun. More fun, because I'm telling you what, this has not been fun for me. It has been everything but fun the last couple of days. I haven't been able to see anything. There's like so many possibilities waiting for me to choose them, but if I am not willing to see that I have chose this, if I'm too busy playing the victim that things are happening to me, I can't make another choice. I am stuck in the reality that I stuck myself in. Nobody else did this to me. So we really, really have chosen this. And I know that seems like a real kick to the guts, because it can for me too. And I know that I've resisted and reacted to it, and that sometimes it feels easier to put the blame on other people. But it's never gonna change if we keep ourselves a victim. And none of us are a victim unless we choose it. And I'm not saying we're choosing it consciously, because I did not want to have the last couple of days at work that I had. It wasn't fun for me. You know, like, I wouldn't consciously choose that. I felt like I had no choice, because I just put my head in the sand and I just reacted left and right. And so I've just had a lot of time to really reflect that. And I sat and I journaled about it this morning, and I really started to look truly at every area of my life, like everything that's not working for me that I have been blaming on something else, like my money, my sex life, my relationships, my business, work, myself, my body, like all the points of view I have about everything. I've blamed a lot of it on other things that are outside of me. And that is never going to allow me to change anything from that way of being. Like, we have to take ownership. And we also really have to, I don't have to do fuck all. Like, really, I'm saying this for me. Like, but in order to just be, in order to have a simpler life full of ease and joy and glory, we have to learn how to be an allowance of ourselves. And just be like, you know what, I just chose what I chose because I chose it for no other reason. It felt right in the time, and you know what, it worked for me. All these years I played victim in all the ways that I did. It worked for me then, and it's not about going to a wrongness about it. But it is an acknowledgement that I don't need that anymore. Like, I don't want to choose that anymore, and I don't have to choose that anymore, and either do you. So everywhere that we've not allowed ourselves permission to just be and to choose something else, even though we've always done things a certain way, we can choose something different today. Today. And so I invite you to really take a look at what's been going on in your life, and like where you've been functioning from with the coronavirus. And if you've been mad like me, and if you've been playing a victim like me, and if you've thought you've had no other choice like me, just realize that the only person that can give that power to you to choose is you. And that it's not a wrongness, and it's not about beating yourself up again. It's not about that at all. It's just that was truly working for you. It was working for me, and now it's not. And we don't have to figure it out. We don't have to wonder why or try to like play it all out and try to figure out what the next best thing to do. It's like, no, just get an awareness that you're done. And where you've been functioning from is like a whole bunch of distractor implants. A whole lot of distractions, a whole lot of stories, a whole lot of lies, all to hide something deep within. And that is the potency and the power of each and every one of you and me that lies there. That has just been something I haven't been willing to access. I haven't been willing to be. I haven't been willing to be me, to show the world who I truly am. And I chatted about this in a group, in one of our groups this morning, that I have a grid set up that I've had set up for a really long time. And the mantra for it is be wild, be crazy, be wacky, be you. Let the world see who you are and embrace the magic of simplicity. And it's a deep, deep desire that I have that I haven't been willing to allow myself, for all of the reasons that don't even matter. Like, I could get into all the reasons, but none of them truly matter. If we get busy and stuck in trying to figure out why we've been doing what it is, we're just going to be stuck there for another, how long? 5 years? 10 years? Do you want to be stuck there anymore? Because I don't. So we can choose today. We can choose a new way of being today. We can take a look at where we've been functioning from, and we can decide whether it's worth it or not. And if it's not worth it, just get the sense of what you want your life to be. Just really get the sense of what you want your life to be. And a really easy way to do that is to go back to all those moments that you like to think about and you like to reminisce about and you like to wish were the way it was again. And what was it about that time? What was it about that moment that makes you miss it? Because there's a good chance that what makes you miss that is that you were just being. You were being present and you were just choosing. You were choosing fun, you were choosing adventure, you were choosing to be bold, be wild, be crazy, be wacky, and be you. So all you have to do is get the sense of that energy. The sense of that energy. You don't have to try to go back and be there and go back to the way it was. You don't have to choose that. But what you can choose is to have that energy and say, universe, I'm having that, I am choosing that, and I'm going for it. No matter what that looks like, no matter what that shows up like, because it isn't going to show up how you are thinking it might. Because if you knew the way, you would already be there. We don't know, and we don't have to know, and that's the most grand and glorious thing about it all, is we don't have to figure it out. So are you willing to trust? Are you willing to trust yourself? Are you willing to trust the universe? These are the questions I have been asking myself this morning. Am I ready? Am I ready? And maybe you're not, and that is okay. And if you're not ready yet, what's it gonna take? What is this? What is this? What is this? Because we just might need to gain some awareness of what this is. What this is that is holding us back. What is it? And it might just be an energy. Like, you don't have to get a specific what is this. It's just like, no, what is this? And for me, what I saw when I kept saying this to myself last night and this morning, what is this? What is this? What is this? I got distractions, like a whole mega ton of distractions. Because I'm scared. Because we're not told that we can be us. We're not told that we can go for what we want to go for. So is Corona just a big old juicy way that we've all been asking for to make some massive changes in our life, to go for it, to really look at where we've been functioning from, all of us, in every part of our life? We've been asking for this, and we got it loud and clear. So what will you do with this? None of it showed up how we expected, but it's here. So what is this? What is this? And once you get a sense of what it is, what can I do with it? Like, just being super curious. What can I do with this? And then all sorts of doors begin to open and all sorts of possibilities show up for us. And all we have to do is choose. Choose something. Choose. And choose again. And just because we chose something doesn't mean it's forever and ever, amen. It's like, what awareness are you getting from the choices? Like, we can't sit around and wait for things to happen to us. Our point of view creates our reality. Our reality does not create our point of view. So where are you functioning from? What is your point of view with all of this? Are you the victim? Are you resisting and are you reacting to it all? Are you aligning and agreeing to it? Are you following all the rules? Is that light in your world? Do you feel like you have a choice? It's pretty deep. It's a lot to think about. But I see it as a gift. I see it as a gift. And so I was listening to the foundation that I was in. Kara and I took with Glennies Hughes last weekend. I'm sorry I can't see your comments here. I guess I can come on here and see. And I just want to leave you guys with some questions that you can ask yourself with all of this, to just try to get some clarity. If you're like, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I don't, what do you even mean? Like, what do you mean? You know, like, what is this? I don't know. And I realize I have said I don't know for a really long time. And even saying I don't know is a distraction, because we always know. We do know. We know. But saying I don't know is such a way to just like escape having to choose something that might be uncomfortable. It's really easy to say I don't know. I'm really good at being confused and saying I don't know. So what awareness are you refusing with the confusion you keep choosing? And everything that is times a gazillion and now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pop, all nine shorts, boys and meowns. Kara. My new favorite question is, what gift and what greatness is this inviting me to? And that is absolutely hilarious, Kara, and not surprising at all, because the part of foundation that I was listening to and I have written right here is that very question. So get a sense of everything that Corona has brought up in your world, everything it's done to you, everything you're being a victim to, everything that isn't your choice, everywhere you've been functioning from. And ask yourself, what greatness is this inviting me to? What gift is this inviting me to? What gift? What is the gift in all of this? And what magic is this inviting me to? What miracles is this inviting me to? And it takes you out of the drama of the problem that we are creating, the problem of the pandemic. What gift is this? What gift is this? So it's time to get out of story. It's time to get out of the lies. And it's time to really start choosing for us, and knowing that the only one that can choose our happiness is us. So, what greatness is this inviting me to? What greatness is this inviting me to? And just keep saying it over and over. Put it on a loop. Record yourself saying it and play it over and over and over and over again. And anywhere you try to go in your head and try to figure out, well, what is the gift? I don't see it. I don't know. I'm confused. Don't look for the answer. Just get an awareness. What gift is this inviting me to? What else is possible that I have never, ever considered before? So, thank you guys for joining me. Kara, I've been the master of I don't know, right? It's a good one. It's easy. It's easy to not know because then you don't have to choose. So, Kara and I are starting Project Simplicity 2 next Tuesday, June 9th, and we would love for you to join us. We will be coming on daily for a Facebook Live in a private Facebook group for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes a day, and we're going to start to look at those energies that we want our life to be, that I was talking about, those energies. We're just going to look at those energies and we're going to draw more of that into our life. And we don't know how it shows up, but we do this as a group and we pull energy every day. And you guys, it is life friggin' changing. And it is only $37. $37 for the whole month with us. And if you don't want to show up at 7:30 in the morning, because that is a crazy time and it doesn't work for you, we do have the replays. They're available always. Even when the group is done, you can go back. I still love going back and looking at my favorite ones. And you can do that whenever you want. There's no algorithms to it, you know. So we'll post the link here. We would love for you to join us. We start next Tuesday, June the 9th at 7:30 a.m. And just really, really take the time today to ask yourself what all of this is to you. What is all of this? Everything that you have been, all the ways you've been functioning with the coronavirus, with everything going on in the world, where have you been functioning from? You know, where have you been functioning from? And what if you could choose something different? What if you didn't have to beat yourself up about any of it and blame yourself for any of it and blame anyone else for any of it, because we're all just doing the best that we can with the reality we are choosing to function from right now. So what is all of this? What is all of this, and what greatness and what gift and what magic and what miracles is this all inviting me to? Have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me. And I will chat with you all somewhere again. Bye-bye.